Now, the question is, how do you focus on a balanced life? Because you have so many things to do, you have so many people you want to serve and so on. How can you focus on the balanced life? Well, here's how I do it. I schedule 2 days a week just for my family. Okay? So in other words, try to schedule 2 days a week just for your family. Now, basically, I will tell you this. Work will always be there for you. Okay? However, if you do not take a break, any break from your business, there's really no function at all to have a business. Now, I have this one of my former student, and what she did was she didn't want to take any break. Even on the weekend, she preferred to eat a pill that make her stay awake. And I mentioned to her, if you're not listening to me, you don't take any break whatsoever, your mind is still on your work and so on, guess what happened? You are going to be bombarded, and your system, your body system, is just going to start to break. Okay, this is something that I warned her already, and then sure enough, today her body system break, and then the doctor said, if you don't stop exactly what you do, you don't have enough time anymore for your family. Okay, so same thing with me when I try to work on the in the past, before I understand about this balanced life. 3 years ago, I was pretty much like working about 18 to 20 hours a day, except like sleeping 7 days a week. Okay, sometimes I work like even though 18 hours a day and then 6 hours of sleeping, and I was not even productive at all. At one point, I have almost lost my health, and I was really bad in my relationship, and I didn't talk with my friends anymore, and everybody thought I was too arrogant to realize that. And then my relationship with my family were not good at all, and pretty much everything was not great at all, and I was not very productive. Let's say if I have a 50 to-do list this week, I was only be able to solve 10 of them, and the rest of the 40 of them were not even done. The reason why? Because I had no time for it, because my mindset was like pretty much became unproductive, especially after a certain period of time. So what I did differently is I scheduled 2 days in a week just for my family. I don't want to work, I don't want to do anything, I don't want to touch my laptop, I don't want to be on Skype, I don't want to be touching my email, whatever it is. I just simply focus on my family. Even with my phone, sometime 99.99% of the time, if it's business, I will not pick up the phone on Saturday and Sunday. So after Friday at 2 p.m., chances are I'm not going to pick up the phone. So let's say one of my team members, she said that, Henry, there's one person, he's interested in your program, and that he's interested, but he's only available to speak with you on the strategy session this weekend. I said no to it right away. I said not because I'm not like not because I don't care about these customers, because I want to be able to have a balanced life. If I don't have the balanced life, I will not be able to give 100% of my attention to my clients. So if I'm not be able to give 100% of my attention to my clients, there's no reason whatsoever for me to even serve them in the first place. Okay, so that's the reason why when people said, oh, I want to talk with you on the weekend stuff, I said no to it right away, because I want to be able to give them 100% concentration. Now the next one is to schedule 1 day to write up your whole week to-do list. So instead of struggling with what I'm going to do today, schedule your work week ahead of time. This allows you to stay focused on and on target when the challenge takes place in your business. Now let me give you an example on this. So on Sunday, most like on Sunday, what I do is after around 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. what I do differently at that point itself is I focus more onto giving them I'm focused on writing down exactly what I'm going to do that week, okay, the following week. So I write down what where I am right now, and then what am I going to do this week, what am I trying to accomplish. I write down everything. Once I wrote everything in details, on Monday when I start to work, I don't even have to think anymore. I don't even have to say like, oh, you know what am I going to do today, what am I going to do tomorrow. Then all I have to do is just cross and done. That's all I have to do. It's the same thing with you. You need to write down your to-do list. So that's why I was able to finish up a complete 50 to-do list instead of only 10, because I became more productive than before. And the last one is to take the 5th week of each month off. Okay, 5th week of each month off. So if you have about 5 Mondays in March, take those days off. So let's say on March you have 5 Monday. Okay, so on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. Then you start working on Tuesday instead of working on Monday. So that you can do something else. Let's say you're gonna go to a beach, or you decided not to do anything at all. Sometime on a weekend time, I always go to the 84 years old grandpa house and then do praying together with him, eat lunch, and that's all my activity gonna be. Make it as light as possible. You don't want to just go on a huge vacation and then after, when you got back home, you're gonna be exhausted. So those energy is no longer be there. This is how you have a balanced life. Now once you start doing like this way, guess what happened next? You're gonna be like more productive than ever. You don't have to worry about what is the next day and so on. You just know exactly what you need to do ahead of time. And when the time that you're supposed to spend time with your family, you're gonna have the time for them. Otherwise, your life is going to be just in the future. When the future comes and something else happen in your family and you cannot attend to it, then the only thing that you have is going to be regret. Okay, and that is the last thing that you want to see in your life. Okay, so now let's talk about how to choose the right domain name for your business. Since we have already had all this vision stuff being taken care of, let's talk in detail on how to choose the right domain name for your business. This is very important. Okay, now a lot of time the majority of the marketers, they don't really care about the domain name. All they care about will be like this. All they care about is, oh, you know what, I'm just going to choose any domain name that is best fit with me. If you think it this way, chances are you do not choose the domain name that represent your business vision. Your business vision is something that not only you can see it, but your audience have to be able to see it as well. If your audience will not be able to see it, it means that you don't have a good business vision for sure. Alright, so this is how you do it. Focus on a domain name that represents your business vision. Okay, so it means that the domain name that you have chosen have to be understood by both you and your audience. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, if your audience does not understand the real meaning of your domain name, it will be very difficult for you to take your business to the next level. Think about it. I choose a domain name called My Super Coach. Okay, My Super Coach. The reason I use My Super Coach, because I want them to see that I'm a very strong coach. When I say things, I mean things, and I'm going to work until I have my customer life transformed. That's exactly how I do it. Now, what is it that you can do? What kind of domain name that you need to use in order for your audience to see it? You cannot just choose abcdefg.com .com or whatever it is, that's gonna tell your audience, say, look at this domain name, it looks cool, huh? No, it's not going to work that way. It has to be both ways. You can see it, they can see it. That's exactly how important your domain name gonna be. All right. Next one. Once you know that you need to find a domain name that best fit with a vision that you want your audience to see. Next step is to choose 10 domain names that best fit with your business vision. Now make sure it has to be on the .com version. It should not be on the .net or .org or .us or .something else. It has to be on the .com. Okay, understand this. Yet that your domain name has to be in the .com version, because you know that you are sleeping on the bed. You know that you are actually eating food. You're not eating the battery. You are not eating something else. So it's a default version basically, because .com people will always remember .com. Okay, this is because it's already being implemented into someone's brain. So very important for you to do that. The next one is narrow it down to 3 domain names that best fit with your business vision. Remember this, it's going to take some time. Even for me to choose mysupercoach.com took me about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I narrow it down, I narrow it down, I narrow it down. And finally I said, you know, this is the best domain name. Now once you have done that, choose the one that fits with your business vision. That's all you have to do. So let's talk in detail about the Kaizenology traffic and profit roadmap. Okay, if you do not have this roadmap, look below this video. You should be able to find this roadmap. Okay, I want you to pause this and try to download it. Download the roadmap itself, and then once you download the roadmap, you can simply print it out so you can write things down. Okay, so let me just use this one. Alright, now as you're ready, this is what you want to do. Look into the left side here. Right here, this is what we refer to traffic. Traffic, nothing else. So email swap, solo ads, Google, Facebook, Bing, strategic partnership, this is all traffic. Nothing else. Okay, so whatever you see on the left hand side, this is all traffic. They are not your subscribers, they are not everything else, they are not in the 4-stage process. Now when they go here to your squeeze page, this is your stage 1, which is your visitors. Okay, now when they look into your squeeze page, they are going to make a judgment right away whether you are in it for them or you are in it for yourself. Alright, so if you are in it for them, they're going to be able to see that through your squeeze page. Okay, now this is also the page where you are going to be attracting freebie seekers, or you are going to be attracting potential buyers, because potential buyers are completely different. I can guarantee you on that. Alright, very important. Now let's say someone subscribed to your newsletter. They said, okay, I'm going to get your free gift. Now what you're going to present them is, you are going to present them with a thank you page. When they are on this stage, they are already on the 2nd stage, which is going to be becoming your subscribers. Very important on this. Alright, so on your thank you page itself, you want to make sure that you give them the gift that you promised them. The gift that you promised them. So if you give them the gift that you promised them, that is when relationship going to start. That is when relationship is going to start. Okay, very important on that. So when they see your thank you page, they watch the video that you give it to them, or they see they listen to the audio that you give it to them. That is relationship building. Okay, very important. Now you can also offer them the link to the affiliate product itself, but make sure your attention is on the gift itself to make sure that they trust you. Okay, very important on this. Now when they click on this link, this is when you're going to start to market the first product that you have. Alright, very important. See if you can have them to go to stage number 3, which is to become your customers. Very important on this. Now of course, when they become your customers, this is a deciding factor whether they are going to become your customer for life or not, which is what we call the raving fans. Okay, so if they are not going to become your customer for life, it means that you are not doing a good job on the quality that you provide to them. Okay, now if they said, if they don't purchase the product on the stage 2, you still have the email database where you are able to give them, you can able to send them the autoresponder letters that allow them to simply see the products that you share with them. Let me give you an example here. So let's say you're going to send them autoresponder letter number 1. They're going to promote affiliate product number 1. Autoresponder letter number 2, promote affiliate product number 1. Okay, then autoresponder letter number 3, going to promote affiliate product number 2. Autoresponder letter number 4, going to promote affiliate product number 2. And that's how you do it. Now let me give you one last thing that you have to understand. This is your this is where your subscribers will be. This is where you want him to be. Alright? I like to refer to it as island A to island B. This is where where he is right now. This is where you want him to be. So from island A to island B. So let's say you are teaching people how to get the girl of his dream. Guess what you want to do at this point itself? When you want to teach this person to get the girl of his dream, you want to make sure that you're not going to tell him to approach this girl right away. Why? Because so let's say you're not going to be able to say that, oh, just go ahead and get this girl. Because if you have not taken a shower for like a couple of weeks, you have not you have not done any laundry for like almost couple months, and you have not have a new clothes for like almost couple years, and you have not brushed your teeth for like almost 6 months, guess what happened? No girls want to be with you. So what you want to tell this guy to do is to make sure that he start with the step number 1. What is the step number 1 gonna be? The step number 1 is to make himself look more attractive. This is when you are going to show him that he needs to get the first affiliate product that you present to him. So once you have done that, you can tell him that, once you look attractive, the next step is not just to approach this girl. It's not going to work that way. You need to make sure that you tell him that, hey, make sure that you have the communication skill. Otherwise, if he goes to this girl and say that, hey girl, want to go out with me? It's not going to work. It has to be differently. It has to do things differently. Have the conversation started slow, and so on and so on and so on, and then at one point itself, when things start to click, and that's when you ask this girl, can I get your phone number, or whatever it is at that point itself. So what you want to do is to take this girl, to take this guy one step at a time. It's a similar functionality on this itself, is to make sure that when you promote this affiliate product, you are going to use AR number 1 to talk about certain subject. At the end of the subject itself, what you want to do is to refer them to the affiliate product number 1. And then on the autoresponder letter number 2, you're going to talk about a different subject, maybe what girls really looking for when they see this guy. What is the first thing that he's looking for? Then you can talk about first impression or whatever it is, the belt, the jeans, and then the shoes or whatever it is, right? Then you can refer back to the affiliate product number 1. You can talk about the same affiliate products using the autoresponder letter number 1, 2, 3, 4 to just refer to the affiliate product number 1 alone. You can do that. The most important in here is to make sure that your audience going to feel that, you know what, to make your audience feel that this product is something that I'm looking for. Very important on this, even though it's a small thing. Now once you have done this, your next step is to understand the requirement for building your traffic and profit system. Number 1 is you need to have a domain name. Your domain name needs to fit with a vision that both you and your audience will understand. Okay, we talk about that. Number 2 is the web hosting. Make sure your domain name allows unlimited domain name hosting, unlimited bandwidth, as well as has a Fantastico Deluxe options. Okay, what is Fantastico Deluxe option? Allow you to install a WordPress blog in just 5 minutes or less. Unlimited domain names, that's very important. Unlimited hosting. The first time back in 8 years ago when I hosted one of the biggest JV giveaway launch that got roughly about Alexa ranking number 200 something, I don't remember anymore. At that time itself, I had to pay roughly about, I believe, over $1,000 in hosting just for the bandwidth. Now a lot of companies now, I believe they have already decided to give unlimited bandwidth itself. This is very important for you to understand. Now this is exactly what you need to find. The next one is autoresponder service. Now this is very critical. If you're trying to host your email list into your own account that you're going to send them through Gmail, guess what happened? You're going to end up spending a lot of time trying to send out email, and at the end you're going to have your ISP being blocked. If you're trying to send out using Gmail, your Gmail account is going to be banned, and then the spam assassinator is going to start to find you, and finally you're going to have your web hosting shut down. Okay, so this is something that you have to avoid wholeheartedly, because there are so many people are going to do just that. When they see that, oh, this email is not good, and they click on the spam button, guess what? The next day your web hosting going to call you up on the phone, say that, you know what, we cannot host you anymore. Alright, very, very critical in here. The next one is the product to give away. The product you are going to give away has to solve your client's problem as well as boost your reputation to the top. Very important on this, because if you do not have a product that is good enough, private label rights and master reseller are not good. Okay, it has to be the product that are going to solve the problem once and for all. Okay, affiliate products, again we talk about this. Affiliate products has to solve one step at a time. Has to solve one step at a time. The next one is autoresponder letters. Remember, each autoresponder letters can focus on selling one affiliate product. Remember, it has to be step-by-step guide. You do not want to teach this guy how to get the girl of his dream, and the next thing that you do is you simply just say, oh, you know, or why not communicate with this girl? It has to be step-by-step. So the more you do it on a step-by-step way, the higher your chances to grow your business to the next level. Okay, the next one is squeeze page template. This is very important. Squeeze page is the template that you are going to use, is the tool that you are going to use to get the subscriber information. Okay, because studies have shown if you do it correctly, you build potential buyers. Each subscriber that you have is equal to $1 to $1.50 per month for your business. Very important on this. So when you start understanding this concept alone, you are able to build a squeeze page. You are going to build a squeeze page that are going to attract not freebie seekers but potential buyers for your business. Now the last one is your thank you page template. Your thank you page template will focus on two elements. Number one is the product that you promised them on the squeeze page. Number two is the affiliate product that will help your audience to solve their problem as soon as possible. Alright, very important on this.